Hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In the previous episode, we have encountered a small issue with Felix quest when we went on Scylla to Hollow's base, and basically the quest told me, "Hey, you already unalived someone, so this is how you're gonna proceed with this quest." And I was mighty confused. What the hell? I don't remember this particular guy, which, if it was true, spoke very badly about me. However, as it seems, the Spacer's Choice edition that I have, it's not the best. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice, so this version seems to be bugged. And the person in question tends to expire on his own, which is sad, because this quest is actually seems to be very interesting. And as I suspected, Hollow is not an honest person. He is quite a bootlicker himself, and it is sad that I did not have any opportunity to uh, to expose him. It is what it is, though. Not much I can do about it. Now, we have some stuff to do on the Groundbreaker. In particular, I would like to get my reward
Destination
from
reached.
Lilya.
The Groundbreaker.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'm just wondering if I can, if you have
May
any.
luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
That is absolutely correct. Now, um, I have not been talking to all of my crew members, which is a shame. And I believe we might also have a new thing for Neoka's cabin. Should be some frame, perhaps? Yes, this one. Which I see only 4 people here. I thought there are 6 of them.
Don't get used to me saying this, but maybe I was wrong about Harlow.
What do you mean?
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
It's not too late for them to go back to their old ways.
That's the option I'd bet on. Sure, maybe they'll have a good cry first. Look through old photographs over a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
You've got to try looking for good in the people, though.
In my experience, it's spread real thin. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure you weren't too invested in this thing between them lasting.
Nice to know you care.
Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else?
I think you've got something to say about Hollow.
I was sure he had an angle.
I tend to agree with her, but apparently I have nothing to back me up on that, so I have to go with the thing that Harlow is maybe decent fellow, but I have a certain knowledge that he is not a decent fellow.
Sure, I'll believe an honest thief any day.
Hey, I'm an
People
honest
look out
thief.
for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Except we've created artificial gravity.
This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
Words to live by, I guess.
See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping this scientist because you think that crackpot will save the colony.
No. I just want to save the people. No, but that's not the point.
You're right. The point is that self-interest is like self-pleasure. No one wants to admit it, but everyone has a hand in it. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Hey, Cap.
Would be real cruel to kick her out. Yeah, I wanted to talk with you about your hunting stories. But that does not seem to be an option right now. Yeah. The permit is all the way there.
Good to see you, boss.
Do you have something to say? No. Minyoka spent her days on Monarch, so maybe it would be fun to take her. Let's see how that will go, shall we? I believe that we have this one.
A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts. It's time for a CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how...
Oh yeah, I think I read that one.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
That is so stupid. And you only gave me 2000. It is not stupid. There was a nice word to describe, so this is a travesty? No, not a travesty. Whatever. It is a waste.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Do you always send your first-timers into certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion.
Yay.
You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine sounds pleased as a pig in shit over cornering the Borst markets. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Could have sworn one of them winked at me. I mean, it will give me extra experience, right?
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
You doing okay?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. They're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Looking to expand, huh? Fallbrook ain't big enough for you?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
The whole space station, how did the research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Do you have a buyer lined up?
Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a Sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Who are we worried about? Authorities? Competitors?
Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
This is all very cryptic.
CNP chicken and potatoes at CNP's Beef Hours.
Does CNP stand for chicken and potatoes? Would be interesting. Because I am wondering, like, at CNP we know our C's and P's, so what... I don't know what they're standing for. I thought it's like a trampoline or something. Would have been cool. Damn, I like this dog. So cool. Just a routine check to see if anyone's...
Hey, Max.
Yes.
You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
I used to think that, but not anymore.
Then, wait, why do you sound so calm? Aren't you getting annoyed?
Not in the least. But I do apologize, Dr. Fenhill. It sounds like I have annoyed you.
Fine, be that way.
Now Ellie's pissed that she cannot piss Max. Okay. Well, hello there. A satellite in the outer part of the Halcyon system, Heliospheric Research Station 1084, is technically owned by the board but has been long since abandoned.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Well, thankfully you did not. An old abandoned station, right? So maybe I need an engineer on my team. And it's abandoned, so I clearly will need a janitor.
Not a peep from me. As quiet as the grave in here. We should get the power generator going again. Might cheer up the place.
See, Parvati is already being very useful. I do have some enemies in this direction. Okay, some doors are sealed. Pretty spooky here, I'm not gonna lie. And my guy just jetpacking around also does not help.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
They're just resting there, is that so, right? Station security. Okay. Restore power to station to resume normal terminal operations. I have a feeling that restoring ships. That restoring power to this place would activate a whole bunch of automatons that I can find around here. Which one is that? That is the power restoration. You might have noticed I'm pretty terrible at shooting. Again, all these doors are sealed. So realistically, there is only one route right now. Okay, generator mode, maintenance. Maintenance mode is active, minimum functions available. Let's switch. Updating generator mode to normal, disabling emergency lighting, activating facility lights, activating security protocols, activating air recyclers, new laboratory scent option selected, flushing toilets, error flushing toilets, see maintenance logs for details. Generator mode change complete. Maintenance logs. View facility status report. Critical issue is 1, non-critical issues 2. Critical issues. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Replacement part ordered 1243 days ago. Non-critical issues. Sensors indicate outer vita gas is leaking from storage tanks. Outer vita gas is toxic to humans. I have a feeling that Lilya's interest in this station is outer vita gas. Admin override priority set to non-critical. Management does not utilize the outer vita gas tank storage room. Sensors detect that a new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Okay, let's try to repair the toilet. Okay, it already exists. Okay.
Captain,
Oh,
I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
what's going on?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
What do you want?
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of Forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
You're about to make an enemy of Sublight. Trust me, you don't want that.
Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Now I feel bad. Want to fight me anyway, off the record?
That's kind of you to ask, but we have a tight schedule. It's open season on trespassers. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on our orders that ought to be corrected. On the double.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
I have a feeling of all that bunch of automatons is now supposed to be around the place. Security routines. Engage automechanical recharge protocols. Oh, I so like it that we had the option to use it in another station, and now we can use it in this station. That is so nice. Messages. To redacted subject regarding your concerns. From Kimball. Of course morale is low. You gave those PhDs tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. You asked me that I reach out. I'm doing so. Is something amiss with the team? How's their morale, their commitment to the project? To Kimball, subject bedtime story draft. From Kimball I to Kimball A. Once upon a time there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. While the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses, the soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending? Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday.
Muting volume now.
Would they react on me if I don't think they react on me. Oh, that was silly of me to stupid this area in the first place. Blank UDL card. Keycard encoder status online. Let's first go through the messages and other stuff. From redacted, subject closing down. A transport vessel has been dispatched to HRS 1084. I've taken the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company-branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Do not interfere with the tanks. A cleanup crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy can speak to a Spacer Care Approval alienist. Personal files. A note on Guthrie J. James is gone and he never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. Or maybe he was just bad at goodbyes. When I saw what was left of him, I wanted to airlock everyone who let it happen. You could have said something, James. You were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. The beats aren't worth it. I've requested a transfer. I get the impression I'm not the only one. Note on Chief Kimball. Kimball thinks there will be trouble once the dogs run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set her straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk last night, said that if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. Hope it never comes to that. Was it Angelica? Well, that's the only daughter's name that I read recently. And now I have encoded UDL keycard, I don't know for what purposes though. Electrical control room keycard. I can also assume
Proximity analysis. External fill sterilization measures employed. Caution, contact with electrical currents can be lethal to customers.
I also suspect the auto mechanicals around this place are controlled differently. Okay, disengage security checkpoint, personal files, Mama Bear. Kimball came by asking if any of the dogs had been around. I told her what I know, it's been quiet, just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Elector Floor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the dogs. Okay, they're
Scanning
charging.
for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
They're also all charging. That is very good. My holding tank 2 log. Subject Dr. Claire Piasso. Current status alive. Unstable condition. Stasis setting active. Subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time. I swear, we'll bring you back. What the actual heck is going on in here? Holding tank 1. Dr. Charles McNulty, alive, unstable condition. Stasis is active. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Claire Piasso. Holding tank 3. James Guthrie, alive, extremely unstable condition. Subject will need extensive nuclear resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you all and fix this, I swear on it. Please forgive us. And now the only two doctors left are Eva Chartrand and Lorelei Fowl. What the heck is going on here? What condition do they have to warrant such measures? I hope I can open this door from the terminal. Chartrand. Security routines. Systems active access protocol. Unlock personal quarters. Let's first check this out. No other body. That is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to see someone else because there were two doctors left, right? I believe I have that one. Cause bleed, duration plus 30%. No thank you. So there are no logs, no bodies, no anything. What were they doing here? I don't understand. Well, that's why you might need to read project summary. Executive Research Focus Group E177J48. Purpose Biological Hybridization and Assimilation Strategies. Active team members, 2 remaining doctors. Inactive team members, there are 4 names, and we only saw 3 bodies. Yeah, there is a comma missing here. Sorry for being so pedantic. Further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna classification. Raptidon? Have you been trying to combine humans with raptidons? Messages. Station morale. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relationships between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Logs. 3 bodies, right? Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Law walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken, it was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Oh, sorry. Claire. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie is doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. Access outbound com transcript. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I am the project lead on 1084. I wanted... Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override. Westward antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me that they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we then? I'm afraid I can't provide any update status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George the Hevesy Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, an emergent transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Duration indefinite. James. This log is being entered by Dr. Fowl. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all of our sacrifices, it still feels like we are miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We are just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we are not even close to that point. Admin location Byzantium, HHS. Housing Holding Corporations. Sublight Boss A51. Displaying automated config. If you are reading this, you are standing in the legal property of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a tick. Don't we know Chartrand? From Cascadia?
Huh?
June Leia like a casserole, right? Everyone like their cakes. Yeah? I'm...
I don't remember Chartrand. But then again, maybe I need to listen and read more carefully. Shipping label. 1 case of UDL concussive mines to HRS 1084 signed by Chief of Security Ida Kimball. Warning, contents may have shifted in transit. Warranty is void on any and all detonated mines regardless of cause. Okay. Let's do a brief check of our ship.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
My ankle. My ankle again.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Just want to say you're welcome.
See you soon, Captain. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Perfect,
Please
шлах.
abort damage.
We did take New York, right? Parvati has already been here. I don't know. Let's take Felix, maybe?
Yourself.
Was it always loading that long? I like how a couple of letters simply do not work. I guess because it's not the best choice. Space's choice. It's in the name, right?
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Damn it. I'm listening.
That's right. Up until now, I've
that was
kept
the
you in
wrong
the
option, but
dark
okay.
for your protection. And more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust.
I shall hope so.
After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
You had my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
Interesting that I really cannot guess. Like, my character cannot guess, because, I mean, I have 80 of science, right? I should be able to figure out. So, my personal assumption would be that they used Alta Vita gas to combine, like, human genome with the local fauna, so like with the reptidons, right? Maybe to adjust people to the local conditions better, to like force the evolution. Is this a forced evolution virus? Okay, no, that's another universe, sorry. I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
I knew it. Aliens from other worlds been visiting Halcyon.
At least one of your crew can keep an open mind. But this isn't some Aetherwave serial, Millstone. This is reality.
Aliens.
I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Damn, she's serious. Tragic, ain't it? What age does to your mental faculties?
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced.
Oh gosh.
This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
Okay, that I can agree on, but I don't know why would you put the word aliens on it then. Chimeras, yes. Aliens? Come on. I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Then how do you know that I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
Oh, that's comforting.
Probably nothing to worry about as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time.
About that. Tell me what needs to be done.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
When did Sublight get so principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Science 1. Let's try that.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
If I'm saying that murder is uncovered, does that close this door for me entirely?
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with Sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
What do I get for joining up?
Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want, a promotion? It's yours. Even better. I'll owe you one.
She will owe me. I mean, we can take the job. We are not obliged to execute it, right?
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Well, we are now a hitman. And slowly the game turns me... It pushes
You
me
ever get sick of
towards
taking orders, Sam?
All
Byzantium.
SAM units have been programmed to obey customer directives.
Ain't your fault you've been programmed by the board. Whole colony's been programmed by the board.
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
I'm not sure if promoting your beans that you will run from, thanks to them, is a good marketing strategy. But maybe it's my personal beans experience talking to me, so don't listen too much. Now, I suggest that we go visit good Dr. Phineas, and we will call it...
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
And then we will call it a day. I mean, we have some quest on Eridanos, that is correct.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
So, who do I want to take? Let's try to take Ellie. For funsies, I don't know. Any changes in here? Any changes in your terminals or whatnot? So, Doctor?
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I went behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
What's so important about the chemicals?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
So what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Warning label?
Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them.
Anything I should know about this Carmen Imagawa?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Okay. Was there something else?
Of course. What's on your mind?
I'm not sure.
Absolutely.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
So you're the captain's mysterious associate. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, stay with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
I thought I am an elevator specialist. Spare me the flattery, Phineas.
That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Okay, you people. Oh, from her ability. Yeah. What's my gamma settings? 55, okay. You saw how bright Ellie's face, right? Apparently, we can travel to Byzantium.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
It's not like we're
I
outright
request you do
supporting
not
him,
wake me
we're
if I
just
am
kinda like
sleeping upon
rolling
your
with the
return.
punches. I still don't understand what is... I still don't trust that he genuinely wants to replace the board because he believes that they're bad in governance. I'm not sure that replacing just one people with another will magically solve your problem, but I do want to revive Hope colonists because I believe it seems to me like they were forgotten. And I mean, they're living people, like, why would you forget about them? What is going on in here? I'm the proof that you can revive them, so why won't you do that? I mean, probably some corporate crap that prohibits you from that. Where is Byzantium? Is Byzantium on Terra too? I thought it's gonna be another planet or something.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Huh?
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
What is it?
It's a parcel, sir.
Are you sure it's not a package?
This is the Halcyon Parcel Service. We don't deal in packages.
What if I don't want it?
I am contractually obligated to deliver my cargo to the captain of the Unreliable under pain of fines, imprisonment, and censure by my superiors.
And why did you ask for my permission?
That's the HPS difference for you. Service with civility. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
Excuse me? They did what?
They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Sure thing. What the hell was that?
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold. Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right?
Not really.
Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Of course, just let me know how I can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
Of course
I'm
you're
just
not.
suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
And now you just want to catch up with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. I don't see why you can't go see them when it's convenient.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too?
Why would you want me to meet your parents?
Because it would be fun?
It's not going to get weird, is it?
Of course not. I mean, not unless you want to bring a feral canid or a mantis on a leash. That'd make a real impression.
Can you tell me what's this really about?
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the surgeon. They don't know Ellie the pirate sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
So you want to show your pleb friend off to your fancy parents? Real mature. Ellie, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yeah, just don't let it go to your head.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
What?
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
It's almost like you want me on my worst behavior.
That's the idea. Anything else?
Nope. You have something to say about chasing down the dimethyl sulfoxide?
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why do you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Well, mostly I've been going along with him for now.
Fair enough. But you should know he's not the only game in town.
Yeah, the
The
board.
board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
The board's corrupt, well... I'm not gonna become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Aw, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
I need the lay of the land. Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Is this one of those established dominance things?
What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Why did you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
What do you mean?
I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
That would drive me crazy.
Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Must have been interesting growing up here.
Interesting like a colonoscopy.
Ouch.
I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there is a butt to this story.
Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
Enough about that.
That's what I've been saying.
Let's go. Mysterious package. That's a hand holding some crap.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
An adventure for 1
There's
to
a
3
little research
employees, level
compound left of
25
the
plus.
Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money. Was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Ada, what the hell is going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Are we going to talk about the severed arm on the kitchen table?
Now, I, for one, was hoping to do the exact opposite of that.
What? Do you want to shake its hand?
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
That ain't really that fella's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy. Or a toy?
Well, I'm not cleaning it up.
Cleanup
Yeah.
service request processed. Disposal of human arm from the Unreliable's cargo hold will commence in the immediate future.
Simulating disgust. How distasteful. Humans eat there. I'm not touching it. Etc. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Well, yeah. I doubt this guy lost his arm filling out paperwork.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Any chance he's alive?
Based on the condition of the limb, I calculate a 92.7% chance that Mr. Montoya expired from his injuries.
But we're going to be careful.
Caution will be prudent, Captain. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
It's interesting to have like this sort of gathering. It was actually very difficult. What do you mean I can take it?
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me.
But I still have the arm with me, right? I don't want to have an arm. I mean, I like my... I don't want to... Oh god, I don't want to have somebody else's arm, that is. So, Peril on Gorgon is for level 25, right? It's over there. But Eridanus... Which level is that? Is recommended for those who reached 25 or higher, and this one is 30 or higher. Okay. Well, I think that we will first proceed with the Byzantium. I hope to find some nice minor quests here. I also would like to proceed further with Parvati's quest line and with Ellie's. Apparently we need to really irritate her mother and then Ellie would be satisfied, but we'll see how that will go. For now, however, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay, and if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.